Hey guys, what's up? Just gonna do a little quick review of the online split for the Spring SPL in Season 4. So, here are the final standings for North America. Team Eager is first with 15 points. They won 4 sets and split 3. Luminosity with 13 points, won 3, split 4. United won 3, split 3, lost 1, so on and so forth. We end up finishing 6th. We had an absolutely horrible online split as far as what I kind of hold standards to. I think that we kind of just we pretty much just played like shit every set, honestly. But it's all in the preparation for LAN. So these two, the top two teams, Team Eager and Luminosity, they will be going to the final LAN. The top two teams go straight there, and then there'll be a gauntlet system. So there's actually a challenger team that'll be coming as well. That's team. They go by SPL Gatekeepers. That's Kiki, Solo, Skilladon Jungle, Venenu Mid, Neil Ma, Support, and Data Amoeba in ADC. So those guys will be coming to the Gauntlet Land. The first match will be them versus Flashpoint. It'll then be Flashpoint versus Noble, and then if it's just like chalk, right? Like it'll be Challenger, Flashpoint, winner plays Noble, winner of this set plays us, winner of that plays Gabe, winner of that plays Soar, winner of that plays United, and then the winner of that final one will then go to the LAN where Luminosity and Eager have already qualified. So we end up playing like right in the middle of the pack. We'll have to win about 4 sets, right? So we'll have the winner of this, so that'll be 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. So we would have to win 4 sets, which is definitely doable. I don't know, like, the nice thing about the online split is that it's kind of been, like, a lot can change going to LAN, which is nice, but so far it's kind of just been, like, absolutely horrible. People have had school and stuff. Like, the amount of effort that we've had, I'd say this split compared to like the fall last year when everybody was a little bit more free and stuff, has definitely been way worse. We are starting to like correct some of our mistakes now, but still like nowhere near happy with how everything turned out. So I don't know, whatever. That's kind of just my summary for NA. It's hard to talk about all this stuff without being biased, so I'm not going to. Soar actually went on a really nice run at the end. They actually started 0-3, and then they win 3 of their sets, and they ended up splitting with us. So then, they finish, every in their last 4 sets they get 10 points, which is like the second highest you can get. The only way it would have been higher was if they had 2-0'd us. So Soar ends up coming 4th, which is pretty good for them, and they had a roster swap with United. Both those teams play pretty well. Gabe fell off in terms of the standings a little bit more towards the end of the split, but I don't know, nothing too crazy. LAN should be fun. That'll be about mid-April for all of people who want to watch it. Just figured I'd have a quick update. As for Europe, I can talk about this a little less biased. So, European standings are insane. So, the bottom team is Sangwon. I think most people kind of expected this. Lion Guard is second to last. I thought they would actually be a little. I thought they and Rival would be 6 and like I thought these 3 teams right here were going to be 5 through 7, just like on paper. But Lion Guard ends up losing Frostiak, who had been playing with that core of players for a long time, with Shadow Nightmare for years. So that's a pretty big blow. I don't know if he was removed or whatever, but in the last week they didn't have him, so that's unfortunate. So Lion Guard finishes 7th. Elevate actually played really well in the final weeks. They ended up, they split with Dignitas and they split with Obey. Obey's only loss, or like only actual game loss all season, was to Elevate, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I'm correct with that. So Elevate ends up splitting with everybody. They ended up getting 2-0'd the final week by Rival, so Rival actually kind of leapfrogs them in the standings. But both of these two teams have a ton of potential from, I guess, my point of view, and they've been playing really well as the split has closed out. Enix, which was formerly Valent Squadron with Funball, Lobster, Big Man, Cheerio, and Azalea. They end up finishing fourth. They'll be going to the Gauntlet Land as well. Energy, defending two-time champs, just a little bit ahead of them by 1 point. Energy had a really bad start to the online split, but I mean that's kind of just whatever. They definitely looked more like themselves as the season went on, and I'm sure that Energy is going to be probably the favorite in the Gauntlet Land. You would expect they're the highest seed, so they only have to win one set, and then obviously, I mean, their team history, they're kind of just nuts. So Dignitas and Obey, the top two teams. Dignitas was like the EU super team or whatever. It's pretty funny that these are the two top teams because Obey was actually projected to kind of be where Enix or Rival is after they lost, or maybe not projected that low, but that people were thinking, maybe they're 3 to 5 somewhere in there, depending how the rest of these teams shape up once they lost Variety and they kicked Frezzy. But Emilzy has played great with them, and Maniac coming back has just looked like himself, just been basically like the EU version of Divios, and I don't mean he's like a knockoff, he's obviously a good player, I just mean like the play styles is what I'm talking about, like just super tanky, playing a lot of Guardians, tanky Warriors, just like pressing W at people, killing everybody. So Maniac has looked good, it's nice to have him back in the SPL, and Obey just looks solid. I think across both regions, Obey looks like the best team in all of Smite right now, so pretty cool that happens after their runner-up finish at Worlds and losing, what was then their star player in Variety, and then Variety's team that he ended up going to with Trix Tank and Qvo and Zyros and Arkel on Dignitas. They end up finishing second. This team looks pretty scary. They still are trying to form synergy together and everything, so pretty nuts that they were able to come second in the online split ahead of people like Energy, who obviously have much more synergy together. So should be a really exciting gauntlet stage for both regions. I think that the top teams in Europe, probably if you want the whole like regional comparison, I think the top teams in Europe look much stronger than the top teams in NA. I generally like the way that the European teams are playing the game more than the NA teams right now. I think the NA scene is a little bit more like snowball oriented and a little bit too like volatile in the early game, and I hate metas like that. And I think it's something that we've really struggled with, which has definitely helped us to be the 6th seed this online split. But anyways, that's it. Just a quick little summary. I can't really say all too much because obviously I'm biased and obviously I can't give anything away, but these are the stand-ins for any of you who are interested. Those were just my basic thoughts, nothing else that is really too crazy. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about LAN when we get closer to that in a couple weeks, but anyways, for now, that's it. I'll see you guys later.